What is up, guys? Zan from Forward Progress Madden. Welcome back, subscriber tips. I apologize for being gone for the last couple weeks. I was on vacation. Did Thursday Night Football 2 weeks ago. Went to Orlando for a week straight from there. Then went back and did Thursday Night Football again. Then I finally got back last weekend, back into the flow. We're going to do a double dose of how to block the big nickel over G in today's tips. This should make this defense absolutely pointless to be run against you. So make sure that you guys are paying close attention. This will apply to any type of offense, under center, shotgun. The rules still apply. So obviously big nickel over G has been the talk of the town since the club series in Arizona, where K-Mac was running this defense. T. Davis actually won the event, but basically what we saw out of that event was that the big nickel over G is one of the best block shedding defenses in the game, because when you base a line and then you pinch and crash your line up, and then you can actually spy both your D tackles if you want to only rush 2, but most people rush bare minimum of 3. Basically what most people do is they will run this defense and then crowd the box like this, and what ends up happening is the block sheds just occur. So we'll go ahead and show you exactly what I mean. So pay attention to the defensive end, how LT just gets off that block, and it's like that every time. So the reason it's really annoying for most players is because more often than not, you basically just have a cap on the amount of time that you have in the pocket. It's going to be the same animation pretty much every single time. So, we snap the ball, watch LT. He's just going to get off this block, boom, sack. And it could be Kevin Green off the other side. Both the defensive ends get auto disengage animations after basically 2 seconds. And it can make it very, very tough. So here's an example where we're only rushing 2. So again, we'll even block the running back this time and show you. I mean, just watch how they get off those blocks just instantly. Boom. Just like that. They get one-on-ones every single time. And this has become the #1 defense for most players to run, because all you have to do is just call a play and basically rush 2, rush 3, rush 4. It's up to you, but you're going to get the same basic block sheds pretty much every single time. So you can kind of see here how this just does it every time. And the thing about this is that it doesn't matter what your player's defensive ratings are. So I'm actually using the legends, but you could do this with silver defensive ends, and it gets the job done the same. In fact, K-Mac actually ran silver defensive players in the Club Series Championship in Arizona. T. Davis ended up winning that event, but the talk of the town was definitely this shed defense. So this tip is going to be here to show you how to block this. So there are 2 main ways that you can block it. The first one is probably the one that is going to make most sense to you, and that is going to be any regular pass, so non-play action pass. All you have to do is block a running back. Do not max protect and block 7. 6 is the number that you need to block this. And all you have to do is block a running back and slide protect away from them. It's that simple. Now what ends up happening is you're going to get a clean block animation on Lawrence Taylor on the left, and Todd Gurley will cut block Kevin Green on the right, allowing you time to make your reads downfield. So you can kind of take a look at how that works. Now, obviously, Kevin Green can get up and still sack you, so it is still a great defense, but that is the first way to counter it so they don't get the clean one-on-one shed animation. So, again, I'll go ahead and set it up here for you. Again, all you have to do is block your running back and slide protect away. So in the previous example, we had him on the right. Let's go ahead and do it with him on the left. You just slide protect away from the running back. So now in this example, Kevin Green will eat a double team, and Lawrence Taylor will be cut block by Todd Gurley. So again, we'll go ahead and show this to you. And just like that, he picks him up. And you actually don't get the disengage animation. You can see Todd Gurley actually does a really fine job of standing up Lawrence Taylor right there. So you'll either get a cut block animation in which, you'll still have 3.5, 4 seconds to make a read, or he'll just block him one-on-one and you should be fine. So that is the first way of doing this. This will work under center as well. So let me go ahead and show you an under center example. Again, we're in the big nickel over G. Most people run it flipped. And then we'll go ahead and show you a single back. So single back spread, for instance. And all you have to do is block the running back and then slide protect. And under center, it doesn't matter. You can slide protect one way or the other because the running back is going to go the opposite side of your slide protect. So say, for instance, I wanted the running back to cut block LT. You would just slide protect to the right. So slide protect right, and then you can see how he's going to go over there and cut block it. Now everything else looks good. Obviously, LT can get back up and still sack you, but you have more time in the pocket. Now let's go ahead and show you the other example. This time cut blocking or blocking to the other side. So we're now going to slide protect to the left, and Gurley will block to the right. So take a look at this. how he goes and he holds up Kevin Green. Now, obviously, reach sacks. We called a really bad play on offense. It's just slants, which doesn't allow the tackles to fan out nearly as much. But if you call a deeper pass like smash corners, for instance, you'll see better results. So we'll go ahead and show you. So again, there's your setup. Block the running back, slide protect whatever way. It doesn't matter. We'll slide protect to the left here. And you can kind of see how he just cut blocks him. You got time, you can make your read underneath, whatever you need to do. So that's how you do that with any regular drop back pass. The second way is much easier, requires nothing more than play action blocking. So we'll go ahead and show you. We can call any play we want. And simply what ends up happening with this is that the defensive ends don't get the block shed angle that you see in regular drop back passes. So let's go ahead and call a regular PA pass. So something like this. And what I want you to pay attention to with this is the fact that the reason this whole defense works is because of how the blocking angles look. So let me call a regular play, for instance. So 4 verticals. And I want you to pay attention to how the blocking angles of those offensive linemen look like. So we've already base aligned and pinched and crashed our line up. But you can see how our blocking angles drop back at the tackle. Now let me walk down into the box. Notice how they shorten up. What it does is it shortens up their pass protection to look very similar to what the stock pass protection looks like from a quick pass play. And that's the reason this whole glitch works. So let me go ahead and check into the play stick, for instance. So now we take a look at our pass pro. Now in the shotgun, you'll get better results out of stick. But again, if you just go down into the box and stand right smack dab here, I believe, it does change your pass protection into the short angles as opposed to the deeper angles where they drop back. So that's why the guys get that angle on those players. However, if I were to call a play action play, so PA read, now you take a look at our blocking angles. They don't do the same thing as that quick pass block angle. So if you want to know if your pass protection is going to work, either do the slide protect trick or call play action and check your pass pro angles. So again, now take a look at your tackles. You don't even need to do anything with the running back. You can see that they don't get those block shed angles. You hold on to the blocks much longer. A defensive tackle, they can still block shed organically by dice rolls, but they don't get that automatic block shed angle. So play action blocking, you can block a running back. It changes how they block. So just pay attention to your pass protection angles. It's pretty simple. That's about it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, make sure to hit me up. Be happy to answer those for you. But really, again, all it comes down is to blocking your running back and slide protecting away from him if it's a regular pass, or calling any play action play and just blocking your running back. You don't even have to carry out the play fake. So those are the 2 ways to counter the big nickel over G. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, definitely hit me up, and I'll catch you guys next week with sub tips. Until then, get in the lab and good luck.